Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Uh,
We are very, very happy to bring you this episode today, and you don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. Even if you look like a troll, we could still help you. Even if you're 5'2" like Bryden, we could still help you. Even if you're a total bitch, we can help you. It's great.
I'm 5'6".
No.
I legally am. I've never lied about my height. I've always told people I'm 5'6". You meet me, you can measure me. People have.
I will.
Because it's crazy because I'll meet a whole bunch of people from the internet and the guys and they'll be like, yeah, I'm 5'6" or 5'7" or whatever. And I'm like, they're fucking 5'4", 5'2".
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because
that's
all
not
men lie
true.
about their height.
I don't. Wait, I never understood why you would lie about it. People go find out.
I know. You know what the funny thing about dating apps is like they try to counteract this stuff, like lying about your age and height by like not letting you ever change it, I guess, because I'll get DMs from people like from guys. Like, so my profile says, 6'3", but I'm actually 6'1", and I just thought girls would think I'm lying about it if I put 6'1", so I put 6'3", but now I can't change it. Like, do you think that's going to be a problem when we meet up in person? It's like, so to make girls not think you are lying,
You lied?
you lied. It's like, yeah, and the girls I'm looking for, a few years younger than me. So I put my age as a few years younger. So now I have to, send them a message like, hey, by the way, like, I don't know how this happened, but I don't know how to change it. I'm actually 35, not 30. Like,
I'm like lying about your age. I think you could kind of get away with though, because it's not something that I mean, unless it's like real obvious, but it's not something that you can like look at somebody and go, "Well,
yeah.
that's you're full of shit." Because every 5'9" guy on
Yeah.
the planet is 6'2", and it's just not true. It's just not true. You're
Yeah.
not like it's. So I've never seen the point in fucking lying about it. It's like you can lie about your dick size because by the time they see you're lying about that, it's too late. They're probably
Well, it's
committed.
still, they're not going to be able to tell anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be like, whatever, I'm already here. But if you walk through the door and you're 5'2", you should have just told them ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, probably should have. Well, the thing, it gets to extremes too, where going through Reddit relationship stuff to find stories for the show, I'll find like women complaining about how like the guy was using pictures of his son
What?
instead of him. And they meet in person. She's like, "Oh, were those like old pictures?" And he's like, "Well, no, I didn't have any old pictures on my computer, so no, actually, this is my son."
That's weird.
He's 24. Like,
How do people like? I'm not exactly like when it comes to this a genius. How would you
when it
think
comes to this,
when it comes to this? When it comes to a lot of other things,
right?
of course,
You're a genius.
I'm a fucking genius.
Of course.
But I am a goddamn genius. But not when it comes to this. And even I wouldn't go, you know what? Fuck it. I think I'll just use photos of my 24-year-old son. And what do they think's gonna? I think it's just kind of the hard part's over with. So then you're like, I can talk my way out of this.
But that's not some cost stuff comes into play after like a year, not first date. Like, there's no like we texted and set a date, so now I'm stuck in this. Like, they're gonna find out real fast, like as soon as they meet you.
Yeah, but I think it's just like it comes down to a numbers game, and you're just kind of banking on like, all right, how many are going to stay when they find out that I'm using my son's profile pictures?
Yeah, like surely someone will find me charming anyway. And it's like, yeah, but you lied. And generally women get a little cranky about big lies.
They
I don't
love
think
being
that's
lied
gonna
to.
help.
Women love being lied to. That's all
It
they
depends on
want.
what we don't, not in that way. Not in that way. You're supposed to lie to us when you say, like, no, honey, you don't look fat in that dress. You're the thinnest woman I've ever seen in a dress like that. Like, that's what you're supposed to lie about.
No, if anything, the dress
honey,
is fat.
actually, yeah. It's like, well, maybe it's the dress's problem. It's not like the most flattering cut. It's not your fault you look like a marshmallow.
Sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I've never, I never lied on dating apps.
Shouldn't do that. It's real dumb.
I just
It's
don't
not
understand.
smart.
How do you get away with it? To the
You
guys.
don't. I don't think they are getting away with it. I think that they're very cranky that women are so shallow and whatever else.
That's
And
it.
then they post about like all these bitches. They don't care unless you're, 6'6" and make six figures. It's like, yeah, but you lied and said you're 15 years younger than you were.
I mean, the
Like
first
that, you left that out of the story a little bit.
the first part, yeah, I think that can definitely be true, and I think being annoyed by that's completely reasonable. Because I mean, you see all these videos on the internet of like just dumb drunk women on the street, and these guys will be like, "Yeah, what type of guy are you looking for?" And they're like, "He's got to be 6'4" and make six figures, and
I'll
all
tell
of
you
that."
what-
And then they do the
yeah.
math thing on it, and they're like, "Okay, what makes you fucking plumpalufficus think that you're gonna get the 0.1% of men out there?"
Well, the
And,
problem
yeah.
with those videos is that when you're just asked, like, cold on the street, like, what would you want? They're going to say, like, well, ideal. Like, you're basically asking them for their princess fantasies. Like, I would like to be a princess locked in a tower and a knight in shining armor who's 6'6" with washboard abs comes and rescues me by climbing up my hair. And, like, you're not
What?
asking for reality. Like, you need to go and say, like, what is the absolute minimum standard for you, not what do you want?
Then
'Cause
why
if
did they-
someone asks
then-
me, what do I want for dinner? And they're not saying, like, we're going out to dinner. It's just like a fantasy thing in my head. Then, yeah, I want, like, very expensive sushi
Then
or
why-
something. But that's not,
See-
like, it's not practical.
This is where you're wrong, Bozo. Because in all of these fucking videos, they've got, and it's a gaggle of them. I think the only thing that makes it a little unfair is they're clearly fucking hammered. But they'll be like, at least 6'8", at least six figures.
Yeah, and people say literally to mean figuratively. Do you think these drunk college-age girls are like understand the English language very well? I don't think they do.
I think you're just making excuses for hooers.
I'm just trying to explain female psychology.
There's no such thing.
What do you mean there's no such thing? There's just no brains in
There's
there.
no brains.
There's no brains. That's how I'm talking right now, is because I'm not a brain. Like, I don't have a brain.
You just don't know. Yeah, you just like the personality of the last person that you slept with. That's what all women are.
That is so misogynistic and gross to say. Like, that's just, like, legitimately, like, in the literal sense of the word. Like, which is funny because I'm very misogynistic. Everyone on the internet thinks I'm, like, this feminist or whatever. My husband, I'll say something because I don't think before I talk a lot of the time. And I just say, like crazy things sometimes. But sometimes he just, like, pauses and looks at me and goes, "You're like really misogynistic. Like, you just don't like women at all, do you?"
That's
Just,
really,
know?
it's really, really gay for a man to say
It's
that to
just-
a woman. By
well,
the
he
way,
doesn't. He's not insulting me
Oh.
or saying it's a bad thing.
like a
It's
high
just
five.
like oh wow, okay, yeah.
Like,
Like, this is what my wife's like. That I like her. He's not like saying it as a negative.
yeah, I mean, you can be like, "You're really
it's just-
misogynistic," and then high five or fist bump and be like, "Yeah, dudes, dudes,
He-
dudes, dudes."
No, he treats it like a quirk, I would say. Like a cute little thing I do is rant about these very specific things. Like face shape or like the way female vocalists sing. And like, I don't know.
Or how women are only good for one thing:
No, I
child
never say
rearing.
that.
Wait, two things. Also laundry.
I wish that somebody would do my laundry for
See-
me. It's like the ultimate Sisyphean task. It just never ends.
If there was like competitive laundry doing, men would be better at doing laundry. That's why men are better cooks.
No. Let's pause for a second and think about that. What is the standard for winning? Is it speed or is it like quality? Because I have seen my husband iron every shirt, every business casual shirt that he owns before, and he gets like 2 wrinkles out of all of them. Like, he's just like, I'm just gonna, okay, that one's done. Like, throw it to the side, not even like placing it nicely so that it doesn't like re-wrinkle.
Well,
He just tosses it. Like, they're not ironed.
yeah,
He didn't actually iron them. They don't look different.
Okay.
But he calls it good.
Okay, look, I'm pretty sure he's never going to get a Super Bowl ring either. That doesn't mean that men in general aren't better at football. He's not a competitive laundryman.
He's not a competitive laundryman. That's fair. That's a good point. But it's also silly because he just I don't know if he doesn't notice the wrinkles or what, but he's just like, I don't know why you make such a big deal out of this.
Just
you spend so much time on a shirt. And it's like, because you're supposed to look nice at work. Like, you're supposed to have no wrinkles in your shirt. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree, but like, Poe just doesn't care. It's nobody, because
he didn't care.
I'm pretty sure that it's not an office full of women who are like, wrinkled shirt. He's got a wrinkled shirt.
No, it's not a very woman-dominated job, I guess. There's definitely some diversity hiring going on. And it's like a bunch of Indian women.
There you go.
That's fun.
Yeah, I don't know how they get those wrinkles out of those sheets they wear all the time. You know, those cool, like, you know what I'm talking about,
saris?
Right? Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah.
Dude, those are so pretty. I don't know. I think the material maybe just doesn't wrinkle as easily.
I don't know.
It's like linen or something.
They're probably made out of different stuff or whatever. But yeah, they're pretty neat. I just I would be weirded out if a bunch of white women started wearing them all the time, though. Like, if I see an Indian woman, I start wearing them, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, they wear that shit. But yeah, if I saw a white woman running around in one of those, I just, outside of India, I'd be like, something's up here, and I don't like it.
Yeah, Biden's coming out as anti-cultural appropriation.
Yeah, or, you know, I think I'd more just be like, they're taking over. What's happening?
They are very pretty, though.
Yeah, they're cool.
And even the little the dot on the forehead thing on like a young Indian woman, I think is just really cute.
Doesn't that means they're not married, right? They get the dot taken off when they marry, right?
I'm not sure what it means.
I think it means that they're not married, and then they get married and they don't have a dot anymore. But let me check.
So the older ones are just the spinster ones?
Probably. What does the Indian dot mean? Traditionally, the area between the eyebrows where the bindi is placed is said to be the sixth chakra, Anja. Anya? I don't know what that is. The seat of concealed wisdom. Yeah, on a lady's head? Yeah, right, fellas. The bindi is said
concealed wisdom. We just don't reveal it all the time.
I don't know. Maybe where did I think of that means they're single thing?
I think so.
That's what I thought I heard.
They probably have stuff like that. Most cultures did. We don't have it anymore, really, but there's still like a lot. Like if you're in like traditional Catholic circles, like the color of your mantilla, the like lacy head covering that Catholics do instead of the scarves.
What's the mantilla? Is that different. Like near the labia, or what is that?
So funny. No, it's oh my gosh, it's just Bryden outing himself over here as we're not going to get into this. We're not doing this.
Not all Indian women, but all Hindu women wear a red dot on their forehead. I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever. Anyway,
it's just a religious thing, I guess. Yeah.
I don't fucking care for that.
Look,
but
Indian women are fine. They're great. Very nice.
It's not
nice, except for Mega, but whatever.
You got like Mindy Kaling. She's the worst.
I don't. Yeah.
So and who was that? The one that had a late night show for a little while, all of like 2 weeks. She was,
I don't know.
Something like that. She was
terrible.
I
don't remember
all of them.
What her name was, but I saw a clip of that, of one of her shows, and it was bad. It was not funny.
Yeah, they all got a chip on their shoulder. Chip on their shoulder and dot on their head. That's what I said.
We were being so not racist too. We were like complimenting women of other races. We were being so nice, and then it all fell apart.
I don't know.
We just can't do it. No. We just cannot maintain it.
As soon as you said Indian women are okay, I'm like, well, I can name.
Okay, maybe that's not like the least racist thing to start a conversation with. That's a fair point.
Kamala Harris, isn't she Indian? She's Indian and Jamaican.
Something like that, I think, yeah.
Yeah, she
So
sucks.
not even like American Black at all whatsoever.
No, that's
Celebrating Kwanzaa. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your people celebrate Kwanzaa. All right. Kamala. Fucking Kamala. What kind of name?
I forgot that she fucking said that she celebrates Kwanzaa. That's a
lie. That's not your culture. That is cultural appropriation. That's what you're doing right now.
Well, no. I think anybody could celebrate Kwanzaa if you're a U.S.
I can celebrate Kwanzaa?
Well, no, if you're a U.S. Black, because it was started in like the fucking 70s. Kwanzaa's not that old.
Yeah, but I mean, do you know how Hanukkah was created? Like, it's the same shit. They just made it up.
Yeah, but that one's pretty old. This one's relatively new. And then the guy who made it's like not a great dude.
Like, everyone's just jealous of Christmas. And I get it. Well, they can have their own Christmas.
Just the Kwanzaa thing that pisses me off is growing up when I was a kid, like it was on Nickelodeon. We learned about it in school, all that shit, my all-white school. Like it was a thing that had been around forever.
Nobody does it.
No, not one person.
Oh my God. Okay, so there was like one Black family in my elementary school, just one.
Yeah.
And I asked them when I learned about Kwanzaa, I was like, do you guys celebrate Kwanzaa? And they're like, we're Christians. We celebrate Christmas. Like, what are you talking about? Like that, we're like Catholic. What? Like,
never met.
Also, probably the only Catholics in town. There's not a Catholic church in that town.
Yeah. I've never met it. I don't know. And I think it's a stale bit.
Never
I think
met
everybody.
Any Black people.
Everybody has said this because it's just fucking true. Nobody has ever met anybody who celebrates fucking Kwanzaa.
Well, surely I should be allowed to celebrate it.
You do whatever you want, but kids are gonna knock over those weird red and green candles and then say goodbye to your house.
Yeah. Not in my house. We don't set this house on fire. My husband sets the house on fire almost. Actually, oh my gosh. I shouldn't. It's not my story to tell. I won't tell it because it's kind of embarrassing. But I'm just going to say that for once, the thing that was very nearly a disaster was not my fault. It wasn't my clumsiness, okay? I'm the clumsy one normally, and I'm breaking shit and messing things up and setting things on fire accidentally. But not this time. It wasn't my fault.
That's a cool story. Why don't you do the show?
Yeah, great. I'm trying to do the show right now. Okay, you got me all distracted. Okay,
yell directly into the microphone for the sake of every fucking asshole that listens to this.
I thought that's why they listened, because they like being terrified and startled by my voice. At work, just it keeps them awake. Wow. They jump every now and then so they can do their jobs.
You don't know how jobs work.
I don't know how. I guess not. This is my job.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm working right now.
It's pretty bad.
Putting in overtime. We're recording it on a weekend and working on a Saturday.
That's true. It's true. It is. If you're listening to this, it's January 20th, 2024.
This is one of our backup episodes that we're recording. If you're listening to this, I am probably sick. My children probably gave me another cold.
Yeah, I just wanted to skip that week.
Or I pretended to be sick.
You do that.
I don't do that. You accuse me of it, but I don't do it.
Nobody is sick once a month.
I'm not sick. Okay, in the winter sometimes I am, but yes, parents are. My children pick it up no matter what. No. This last one we got, I think we got it from like a doorknob. Like we went like a week not interacting with people, basically. And like I don't know. We went to church for an hour, didn't speak to anyone, stood in the back. We must have gotten it from like the pamphlet that the greeter gave us, or maybe the greeter who breathed on us for a split second was sick, or I don't know.
This is how I know you're fucking lying. Because you use the same excuse that like a battered wife uses for a black eye. Oh, I ran into a doorknob.
Yeah, well,
you're full of shit.
To be fair, I run into a lot of doorknobs.
Yeah, and you somehow get a cold, and that's why we can only do 3 extra episodes a month, is because you're always sick once a month. You're lying. Just admit that you're lying. Just say that you're lazy.
I'm not lying. Why would I lie to the good people? I love them very much, and I'm here to help them, not to lie to them.
You're lying to me.
This is all honesty. I am brutally honest on this show.
You lie. You make it up. But fine, whatever. Do the show. We're going to run out of these backup episodes by August.
No, we're not. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, we'll see.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna whatever. Reddit segment to it now. We're gonna do the Reddit segment. Okay. I only do that because you make a face usually when I do it because you hate it so much. I just want you to know that. From r/am I the asshole? My wife is offended by a comment I made about my own weight. I'd like to start off
like this before, I think. Or was it? I think it might have been a lady that wrote it, but I think this has come up before in the past.
Oh, maybe so. If it's too similar to something we've done before, we can move on. But I'd like to start off by saying to my recollection that I've never made a negative comment about my wife's weight before, nor do I care what she weighs. You know what? Yeah, it is very similar to what we did previously. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Whatever. People love me anyway, right? Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law I'm done? I will not be getting anything for her family for Christmas. This is an older one, a little bit, that I've had for a bit. I can't believe I have to say this. Redditors, not everyone lives near a huge shopping area. I don't even know where the nearest Target is because it's not close. Sometimes your options get real small real quick with physical shopping. It's what Amazon is for.
Yeah, it was just what year? You said this is a little older. What fucking year was it?
This year. It was from like right before Christmas that I found this, which it's just bizarre. Like people don't go to malls anymore.
I know, it's a shame.
Like they don't. The only mall anywhere near me that I've ever seen like more than a couple other people at that aren't just mall walking, like going indoors to power walk, like old ladies and stuff, you know. People actually shopping are outdoor malls that are like mostly restaurants and bars. Yeah. You know, like people are there to eat.
There's a mall not too terrible. It's by my old place, not my new place, but it's not too terribly far. And it's like, it was kind of busy sometimes, but it had like, you know, fucking Louis Vuitton and Prada and all that bullshit in there. So, you know, I don't know why it was in a bad neighborhood, but
well, all malls are in bad neighborhoods. Like, and it's not that when the mall was built, it was a bad neighborhood. Yeah. Probably, like it's just how it happens. It's a bad place.
Yeah. And I guess to be fair, the majority of people you see wearing Prada and Louis Vuitton live in bad neighborhoods. But I've always assumed that those things are fake. We went to Costco once, and I saw the fattest, most dirty Italian man that I've ever seen wearing a Gucci shirt that he was pouring out of. And I was like, there's no fucking way that that's real, man.
It probably is, because this is what they do is they lease cars that are when I say they, let's say I mean poor people. Let's go with it.
I was lumping Italians in there. I figured you meant
just
undesirables.
Yeah, so the undesirables, they lease the fancier cars than they could afford with like a real, like putting a down payment on it and stuff for as long as they can. And they look like and they live in a shitty house. Like you'll see these super fancy cars outside of like a house that's got 2 bedrooms that is falling apart. Like it's like lopsided because the foundation is crumbled already. And they always have their nails done. Okay, the women. And then like they really do, like it's like a status thing where they'll call each other out for knockoff purses. Poor people will. I've seen it happen because they just, if they do get money, like when you talk to, like, okay, I come from a very poor family. Every year when tax returns start coming in, every adult was talking about all the stuff they were going to buy with their tax return of $2,000 or whatever the hell, you know? And it's like this, it's like winning the lottery for them. It's like, listen to boomers talk about winning the lottery every year for their tax return. Like they just spend every extra cent and they will like pawn stuff to pay rent and then get it back. And it's like, you could have just not gotten your nails done this month. You didn't have to pawn that thing.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that, but I don't see anything wrong with having a nice car if you're into cars.
Well, you probably shouldn't lease it. You should probably buy the car you can afford.
I don't know. Maybe they're a car person, but yeah. But you know, I mean, it's you got to see all these Hellcats on the road, so that I don't know why I love Hellcats for some reason.
But yeah, no, poor people have Gucci stuff because it's like it's a big deal.
But
They have a Gucci purse and they spent all of their paycheck on it.
But I'm poor and I don't have a Gucci bag.
You don't? I thought you did.
No, I just have a couple Coach ones.
Right.
Those are not.
Is that less?
Oh, by a lot, yeah. Like,
Sorry,
yeah, I can't, you know.
Actually, I did see. Maybe it was just like stuff on sale or something, but it's actually kind of reasonably priced. But I buy my bags at Target. I've got $30 purses. I don't spend money on that because I like to have different ones depending on my outfit. I don't need to be having a $500 purse for every outfit. It's a little excessive.
So yeah, I mean that's I'm just these are the lady ones because it's the first thing that came up. But you know, yeah, there's this Dionysus super mini bag. And that was $990.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they're all
That's too
they're
much.
expensive. It's like $2,000.
Yeah. I don't get it. My mother-in-law likes designer stuff. Like all her sunglasses are like Prada or Gucci and stuff. And it's like,
Can't do the sunglasses. I mean, I have a bunch of sunglasses, but they're from Amazon because I lose them and break them. Why would you be like, $800 just gone, left it in an Uber?
I don't know, man. And then her purses are all really nice and stuff. And I just, like, she has the money though. I guess it's fine.
Well,
She can do
go.
whatever she wants with it. I just personally like. I buy things based on if I like what they look like, not like the logo on it. And I never got it. I just never understood it.
Well, it depends on if you like what they look like. But, you know,
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's
I mean,
the thing.
people
But I feel
are
like-
like,
yeah.
oh, I just, you know, I don't buy it just because of the logo. No, people like what it looks like. There's like a whole
Okay.
thing. Why do you think it became popular in the first place?
But it's also like a status thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a comparison thing. Like I have the Gucci purse and it says Gucci on it. Like that's important to me that I am the lady with the Gucci purse.
Wow.
Like that is absolutely an attitude that
Most of those-
is most common in the people that I've spoken to that have a designer purse or sunglasses or something. Like it is important to my mother-in-law that the side of her sunglasses say Prada.
Well,
Because they look the same as a pair I saw at Target for $10.
sure.
Like,
and
yeah.
that pair at Target for $10 ripped off the Prada design because they were popular.
yeah.
So
that's-
there you go.
Yeah, but I'd rather just have the cheap one.
Sure. Yeah, they're sunglasses.
Maybe I should just get knockoffs of stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Why not?
I mean, you buy all your clothes from Wish.com anyway.
It's
So-
not. It's AliExpress, actually. It's even worse. This dress was $10. No, I don't know how much it was or where it came from. This was a gift
Yeah. you
from
got
my husband.
bat pajamas on.
It's a dress. It's like a mini dress. It's bats. It's black. It's got cute white bats.
You got
I
it.
dress
It's-
like a cartoon character. I dress like I'm from Scooby Doo. Okay, like
came from fucking Spirit Halloween. It's a Batgirl
yeah,
outfit.
basically.
Good grief. Sorry, what were we talking about?
I had gotten through one paragraph of
Oh, yeah.
this. One small paragraph. We were just annoyed that she's claiming that she cannot buy gifts.
Oh, yeah.
because she doesn't have a mall, like a nice mall or a Target.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah. I'm so tired of this. My daughter-in-law is extremely picky what goes into her home. It has to follow all of her rules. Also, reminder for our listeners, I know we took a big break. I read these things literally because it just confuses me to try to fix the grammar in my head as I'm reading. I can't read as fast, so this is not my fault. I'm not reading badly. These people are stupid. Always.
Sure.
It has to follow all of her rules. Can't be from a company she doesn't support. Basically, no plastic, no overstimulating colors, no small pieces, no large toys since they take up too much space. I have tried time after time to get her something she will like. I've asked for lists, but I never get any. I thought for my granddaughter's birthday, who's 4, a few months ago, I found the perfect wood train set. Apparently not. It was too loud for them to play with.
Well, Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that, but that's not a very loud toy compared to like
There's a
any
lot of louder
electronic.
toys.
Yeah,
My son has this truck that just plays like 10 seconds of a song when you push the button on top, which that's the annoying thing. I don't mind like loud music playing truck like as a concept, but can you make it like a whole song? Can it not just be him jamming this button and it blaring like 5, 10 seconds of something, and then he pushes it again, and then he pushes it again, and then he pushes it again, and it's in the car. I don't even know how he smuggled it into the car because I have a "you do not bring noisy toys into the car" rule. But I don't know, he hid it in his coat or something, in his pants.
Good.
I don't know.
Well,
That was just a rant. That was not really relevant to advice
I
or
mean,
anything.
you're just constantly giving yourself up as like an inattentive mother.
This happens to every mom.
Does it?
Yeah. Yes, it's a pretty universal experience.
I don't think so. I mean, and that, and like the fact that you can't outsmart a child.
Yeah, you're the parenting expert here, Bryden. You've got so many years of experience with parenting.
It's not a hard job. People have been doing it since the dawn of time.
That doesn't make it easy. People have been doing a lot of things since the dawn of time. You know what? Egyptian slaves built or something. Someone built the freaking pyramids. Okay.
I think it was them. I think it was
that was hard.
Aliens did that.
Well, no, the aliens gave them the technology to do it a certain way and have it in accordance with the stars and all of that. That's the aliens didn't. They probably gave them some machinery, but still, it was probably hard.
They gave them things that would vibrate the bricks up and stack them. That's what happened.
Wow, like little like levitating platforms.
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds cool.
That's I'm sticking with that. I think that's probably what happened.
Let's see,
Or they're a natural formation. What do you think of that, huh?
It might be spaceships that just like landed, like at Stargate.
That sucks.
Have you seen Stargate SG-1, the show, not not just the movie?
No.
Yeah. So the aliens are
puppets.
It's like Ancient Aliens, the show, to some extent, and so because of that, some of the spaceships are literally just like a big pyramid floating around in space.
That sucks.
Great. I think it's great. I love it. I was very into Ancient Aliens, and I was very into Stargate SG-1.
You have the hair of that guy from Ancient Aliens. You've got the same hair.
My hair is not as poofy and beautiful and luscious as that man.
And the same hairline.
You can't tell what my hairline is because I have bangs.
And that's why you have bangs.
No, I have bangs because I'm getting like a crease when I furrow my brow. Like that is just going to stay soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like right there. It's just a line going up and down. That's why I have bangs.
It's going to stay, and you're going to get fatter, and your back will hurt, and your feet are going to hurt all the time. And
yeah, but maybe I'll get Botox or something. Maybe I'll give it. I used to be very anti-Botox. It's like, yeah, these women are so vain. And then, I started to get that line. And then suddenly I understood. I understood all of it. It's just like, I used to think, boob jobs, why would you do that? Like, you're perfectly fine. Like, your body type is what it is. And then I breastfed 3 children. And now I'm thinking, like, okay, well, how much does it cost?
There you go. There you go. Judge not, lest ye be judged.
Yeah. Yeah.
People with weird tits shouldn't throw stones at glass houses.
That's a phrase we got to get into the lexicon right there. Okay, where was I? I tried to get her a nice knife set. No, don't support the company. I didn't even know what was wrong with the company. Pioneer Woman Knives.
What?
There's nothing wrong with the Pioneer Woman.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Like she's like a cooking channel lady. But she like lives on a ranch in this big house with like a huge family. So she cooks like in like big meals and stuff, like casseroles and like huge meals. She's like I don't know, like the country girl kind of cooking channel lady.
Somebody wrote an entire like scholarly fucking graduate school paper master's thesis in spring of 2016. Somebody at James Madison University named Jennifer R. Oskin trying to restrict her range. The backlash in response to Ree Drummond, the pioneer woman, and Drummond's agency in constructing and profiting from a 21st century pioneering persona. And it is...
Oh, is it literally because she's a pioneer?
I don't know.
Is that all it is?
It's 211 pages.
Oh my God. Did she hurt some Indians? Did she send them on a trail of tears and put them on a reservation?
Not that bad, but I figured it was just she's a Republican or said something racist or something. 2017 Huffington Post, pioneer woman under fire for racist segment about Asian wings. What did she say? The questionable segment was filmed in 2012, shows Drummond playing a trick on her family by serving them a batch of Asian hot wings instead of buffalo style that they're expecting. Though anyone with half a taste bud might say the wings look delicious, Drummond's crew is asking, okay, I don't know what that is asking, where are the real wings? Another man says, I don't trust them. Then Drummond...
I don't trust them with their shifty eyes.
I don't know
They're
why.
always squinting. I don't trust them.
Then Drummond chuckles indulgently and tells them, I'm just kidding, guys. I wouldn't do that to you. Then she pulls out buffalo wings.
That's so funny.
I don't see what would be wrong about the Asian wings, but maybe I don't know what Asian wings are.
No, I mean, if we're talking about Korean fried chicken, it's like hot wings, but better.
I don't know, but I don't think that's racist. When he said, I don't trust him, he wasn't saying what you said. He says, I don't trust the wings.
Because they're different and they're not what they were expecting. That's hilarious, actually. Okay.
So I guess that's why. I don't even know who the fucking pioneer woman is, but apparently she's had a fucking master's thesis in some dumb university written about her. And,
I wish I didn't know about the pioneer woman. So I don't watch like cooking shows and stuff. I joke about liking Martha Stewart just because she like went to prison and hung out with Snoop Dogg, and I just think she's funny.
She's addicted to adrenochrome.
Is she? I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. But the reason I know about it is because there's a type of like suburban housewife that's like very judgmental about these like they pit, you know, these cooking show women's cookbooks against each other, and it's like, well, I like Giada better. Or there's this who is that, Joanna Gaines, I think is her name. She has a cookbook and it's like all fancy stuff. It's like there's no basic pancake recipe, it's crepes, and it's, you know, a Dutch baby or whatever that's called. Those where you make like a giant one in a... And yeah, it is good. It's good stuff, but it's like the list of ingredients is 10 times longer, and it's like stuff you have to go to like I don't know. It's just
you got to go to one of those fancy stores like Walmart instead of the Dollar General.
Depends on where you live, but like whereas the pioneer woman, it's like stuff you would feed a family, you know, if you have kids in the house, and so there's like this weird like status conflict thing where like you're not supposed to like to make casseroles or something anymore. Like everyone is trying to keep up with the Joneses and they want to like make the fancy food or something. I don't know. It's like, it's really weird. It's literally like there's 2 cookbooks and only one gets used. It's like, well, I'm just going to like donate this to Goodwill because like, I'd rather have this. And it's like, that's why I know about this. It's weird. It's weird. Women are weird. Okay.
I don't care for them.
Well, we know that.
You should make your own fucking cookbook. Be a here to help fucking cookbook.
I am making a cookbook, actually. Why? It's like it's a dad and kids thing where it's like very basic, simple recipes that I can just do some prep work and cut the veggies and stuff up, and then my husband like helps the kids put it together.
Yeah, the kids can mash up
fried rice.
Kids can mash up those flavor blasted goldfish.
Yeah, no, we haven't gotten that complicated yet. That's like an extra. That's too much. Wow. For my poor husband to handle. The smashing of the gold, it's an extra step. Okay, the man doesn't know what saute means. Well, he does now because I explained it to him. Yeah. But he was very upset because I put saute in the instructions. He was like, "Go get your mom." Okay, first of all, what does season to taste mean? Like, am I supposed to taste this? Yeah. Like, how do I know? Can you put measurements in? He's like, okay, and also Saute? Do you expect me to know what that means? Like, oh my god!
Well, it is.
This
It
is what
is.
happens
It is
when
French.
you have a
So.
yeah.
So.
If your husband is like comes from a family that had only boys, this is what you have to look forward to. Because those boy moms do not make their sons learn shit. Okay.
I don't know. Usually I defend guys, but that's pretty bad.
I was just, and I was annoyed at first, and he explained to me, he was like, look, I just don't know, like, I've literally never had to do this before. I'm starting at 0. You can't just throw out words like that. And I got it. Like, I guess if I tried to do his job, I wouldn't know where to start.
I mean, Google for one. You could just...
Yeah, you would think so. You would think so. I got called downstairs because they were supposed to be cooking dinner tonight. I was relaxing. Okay, I got called downstairs 3 times. Okay.
Wow. That's pretty fucking retarded, actually. Oh.
So fucking funny.
Damn, I
should not be airing this out on air. This is embarrassing.
Kind of backed into a corner on this. At least he's cool.
He's very cool. He's a cool man. He's smart. He makes money. And sometimes he's like, hey, you should go get a pedicure. And you should go get yourself a coffee. And I'm like, okay, I'll go get a treat.
Yeah. I mean, just thank God he's not a chef. I don't know. So
no. He's very handsome.
I don't look at men that way,
Yeah, well. You're
he
just afraid.
He's
very handsome. That's why you talk to him so much, because you think he's just so handsome.
I do. I got a big old crush. I'm like, you know what? I've just been playing the Hitman games, going, I'm Abby's husband. I'm as cool as he is.
He really does love the Hitman games. I think it's because he can really relate to the character.
He's like, that's me. I'm in this.
He just needs the barcode tag.
I don't know. You guys like shitty enough music, he might fucking get one.
You have him talking about getting a tattoo. It's your fault that this is happening.
I'm going to convince him that like tribal bands and barcodes on his neck are sweet.
Oh my god. You could do it too. You're a bad influence.
Hell.
He's got a DJ thingy. He's going to get tattoos. And you know what? If he's going to get tattoos, I'm getting a nose ring. Okay? If he gets to have a midlife crisis, so do I. Yeah. Okay?
Take that, Mom. I'm getting a tattoo at 43.
Okay, 29, but yeah. And besides, my mom loves tattoos. Okay, my mom would take me to get a tattoo if I had asked her as a teenager. And
you can go get matching Hatchet Man tattoos for your.
Yeah, we could do that. I bet she would love that.
Shows.
She introduced me to ICP.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's just really wholesome music to show your children.
Are you down with the clown? Kung Fu. Fago and Detroit.
No, I don't think we have said even one piece of advice this entire time. By the way, okay.
And I gotta pee anyway.
Okay, well, let me just keep reading. Where are we for time?
43 minutes to go.
Left? Oh, okay.
No, it's 43 minutes we've done.
Oh, okay. I was very confused.
Idiot.
It was a decent set of knives, by the way. Not super high end. Okay, first of all, the only place I've ever seen Pioneer Woman branded stuff is at Walmart.
All right.
I doubt it was a decent set.
I mean, they sell, I don't know, where you get what knives? They got to come from Japan?
Germany.
Okay.
Mine are from Germany.
Well, the Germans probably make decent knives. I mean,
they do.
Yeah, they get all autistic about everything they do. So
they do. Yeah, they're really real good at it. They're real good at the knife making thing. When I was a kid, it's a big step up regardless, no matter what. Because when I was a kid, you know those like black handled, like serrated knives that were at every like cheap restaurant for like steaks or whatever. Yeah. My mom just stole those. And like, do you remember the like red cups and stuff, like with the places with the buffet cups?
Pizza Hut cups.
Those were just in my That's what we use. Like, it was so funny growing up. I thought it was normal for your mom and your grandma both to just like, look over their shoulder and start putting things in their purse when you're done eating
Hey,
at the buffet.
hold on. How do you spell cup?
No.
How do you spell cup?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go do it.
Okay. I don't want to see it! He just ran out of the room. That was speedy. And I'm sorry for screaming in your ear again. This is really Bryden's fault. Because, like, if I was the producer and editor of a podcast, I would go through and I would truncate the silence, as I've mentioned before, and I would adjust the levels. When I saw that, my screaming got into the red, I would adjust that so that I'm not blasting your eardrums out every time I get a little excited, because I do get a little excited sometimes. You guys all know that I get a little excited or angry. Often it's angry, but the point is that it's all Bryden's fault. It is completely 100% his fault for refusing to edit the show. And once again, I would like to point out that when he presented the idea to me, he did say he was going to do that.
What are you talking about?
So again, Bryden's fault, not mine.
I don't know. Whatever you just said was probably not true.
It was 100% facts and reality. I like how you ran out of the room, by the way. I really have to be boom, like freaking Sonic the Hedgehog over here.
Nope, because Sonic sucks.
Yeah, Sonic sucks, but Knuckles, on the other hand.
Knuckles also sucks. Now, Pioneer knives. We got fucking knives going on. And
we got knives.
How much are Pioneer knives? I'm going to Walmart.com.
Pioneer woman.
Pioneer
knives.
woman.
I don't know how much her knives would be. Maybe they are nicer, but I've seen like mixing bowls and stuff like that of hers at Walmart, and it's all like cheap plastic stuff.
They're $40 knives for a set.
That's very cheap.
Oh, these are $70. Yeah, so on Walmart, they're anywhere from $40 to $70.
Yeah.
For a set.
Okay, so it's not stealing steak knives from the buffet, but
no, it's not Juggalo knives, but
that would be a good Christmas gift. Just like a Ziploc bag of steak knives. Here, I got you a new knife.
I think Erica hates this idea, but I want to start like ironically collecting swords, like display swords.
They're cool?
They're not! It's so gay!
I think it's cool. Swords are cool.
You're a juggalo.
I am not the juggalo. I don't listen to ICP on my own.
Are you down with the clown? Magnets! Ooh, wonders. How do they work?
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, they got that song called Wonders or something like that. Miracles.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, no, it's so fucking funny. Everybody made fun of it because they were like, something was like, something, believe in miracles. And then literally at one point, the guy goes, fucking magnets, how do they work? And it was a huge song. Everybody made fun of it.
You don't understand that that's why people liked it, because it was just stupid and funny. Like, you were supposed to laugh while you listened to it.
I don't know. I don't think that
It's like silly.
There was a lot of criminality that goes along with juggalos, though. They're violent drug dealers.
Yeah.
And they stink. They smell just god-awful.
I'm just saying, every violent drug dealer I've ever known personally has been a very silly guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but anyway, these knives are $70. How much are knives supposed to cost?
Mine were a gift, but I think they're like $200.
Knives are $200 for a knife set?
But that's like a nice set that comes with the block.
Yeah,
and it's got like all the knives.
These on the Walmart come with a block. Knife set. I'm on Amazon now. Knife set. I mean, they all look. Yeah, that was 110. That's 150. Yeah, I mean, I knew they were expensive knives, but it's like, I don't know. Huh. That one comes in a clear block.
200 is nice. Clear? That sounds terrible.
It looks neat.
Sounds like a bad aesthetic.
No, it looks cool.
What's it gonna match?
Well, it's clear, and then the knives were black. Just you didn't even see it. Why are you just shit
I
talking?
didn't see. I'm just picturing something in my mind and saying it's bad.
Well, you're picturing it wrong. The thing that you're picturing, fine, it's bad. The thing that I saw was pretty cool.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wish my whole kitchen was clear.
Okay.
You remember in the goddamn fucking like late 90s, early 2000s or whatever, when everything was clear, all electronics were clear.
Oh yeah, you just see the wires inside. That was cool.
They need to bring that shit back. That was neat.
And those like really early Macs that were like rounded and looked like toys. They look like toys basically.
Yeah.
Cute colors. That's very cool.
What happened to that? Because I mean, it's like people would still like to see the inside of the stuff. That's why like computers, you get the, it's just like a clear thing. You see all the parts and the lights. Do that with the Game Boy.
I don't see why not. I agree. It should come back.
Bring that back.
Although it probably looks less cool now because it's like everything's smaller and less complicated.
You know what? You're probably onto something. I'll bet that's why they don't do it anymore. Because now you look at it and you're like, I'm paying $500 for this tiny fucking chip.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. So one of the things we've done for homeschool stuff is my husband got all these kits to like make circuit boards and stuff. So like, you connect the wires to the right thing on the breadboard and like you can make this spinny thing shoot up, or you can make a light turn on, or like there's all kinds of different like little things just to teach children how electricity works kind of thing.
Like
but he got some for kids and then some for like adults to make like a little robot car with my oldest and stuff like that. And yeah, there's some soldering involved and things like that. But he was explaining a bunch of stuff to me and I was like, this is actually like extremely simple. Like you just connected a couple like thin small things together. And he's like, yeah, it didn't used to be like that. It still looks kind of cool, but I feel like the pieces are probably a lot smaller in those. Yeah,
that's probably why they don't do the clear thing anymore then.
Yeah.
Well, that stinks. I want clear stuff back.
Well, they could just put like useless like things in it that aren't connected to anything to make it look like that again, right? Like, just like decoratively.
People with the internet, people will fucking right away say, "Look, this is why it costs so much. They're putting things in here that don't even do anything." It'd be a whole scandal.
That's fair. People are really annoying.
Yeah,
they really annoy me. I reached my limit today. I got my granddaughter her own stuff for her Christmas trees in her room. Christmas trees, plural Christmas trees in her room. That's cool.
Well, maybe you got like one upstairs at the top of the stairs, and then you got one in the living room.
I've got this tiny one here in my bedroom.
Yeah.
That I still have not put away, just because I haven't gone in the attic yet. That one doesn't really need to. You just stick it up there. It's 3 feet tall.
Erica still is not going for a year-round tree.
No, well, it would be so much easier, but I can't do that because it takes up too much space. I have to rearrange my house to put the tree out every year. It's a pain in the butt.
Something, Valentine's Day is coming up. Put hearts on the tree.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Just always tree. Keep one there.
I was doing that with like fake flower arrangements around the house for a while. Like I would get those fake flowers from Hobby Lobby and make bouquets and tie them together so that for every season and different holidays, I would just get the box out of the attic and switch them out just real quick. That's fun. Stuff like that is fun.
I just want a big tree in the house. Like it would be really cool is if you build a house around a big tree and then the tree lives there. And then
Yes! No, yes. Ever since I was a child, I wanted like one of those. What do they call it? It's a certain type of house where it's like there's a yard in the middle, like there's a courtyard in the middle, but it's one house around it. And ever since I was a child, I want a tree in the middle of a courtyard and a house around it. That would be so cool. Just like a middle yard.
Yeah, but having to mow your living room though seems.
Yeah.
I don't really want that.
You pay people to do that. It's fine.
Yeah, I think if you have a house like that, you're probably not doing your own lawn work.
No. I don't. Yeah, that's very custom. That's a very custom situation. Where was I? Let me see. Her Christmas trees in her room. I had permission to do this. We went to shopping, and she picked out her own lights and ornaments. I bought what she wanted, and it got set up. Well, she saw the tree and was pissed. It's like TWO for some reason, too much plastic on the tree. They are ornaments. I wasn't buying glass ones the kid could break. I told her I was done. I'm not getting any gifts for the family because she is impossible. She called me a jerk and I just need to work harder. My son is mad at me for arguing with his wife.
That does seem... why can't... I don't really see what the problem is here. I don't see why everybody's making a big to-do. And I said when I said to-do, it was TWO.
It was TW. That's the way to do it. See, it's super like confident and Chad like to just use words however you want and whatever.
It's true.
Doesn't make any sense.
Explains rap.
Yeah, for sure. But now this is the thing right now where parents are worried about plastic being bad for kids, kind of thing. Like there's microplastics and everything, and like kids are playing with plastic and they chew on things. Like kids chew on their toys up until a certain age. And you know what? Sometimes it lasts till 7 when they're still putting things in their mouth and then coming to you like, Mommy, I accidentally swallowed a bead. Am I going to die? No, honey, it's different than the battery. The bead is fine. It's just don't do it again.
You gotta put a stop to that.
I don't. The kids just have like these oral fixations. I don't know what it is.
You don't, she's eating all kinds of stuff like that. It's something you did wrong.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly I've done a lot of things wrong.
I don't know. That's on you because...
Okay, the point is though that this is the thing right now where parents are just like, you just get the wooden toys. You don't need to get all my kids all this plastic crap, and also it's just cheap and it breaks easy and it's just in your house. And the noisy toys, that's another thing. Parents will ask everyone, please don't buy us noisy toys because it's annoying and I have to live with it and you don't. And don't buy messy stuff. And like I get it. But also you could just like quietly donate the things you don't want. Like you don't have to be a bitch about it. It is kind of like, I don't know. Like maybe if they find out you donated it, like they'll be upset because you're just like they bought it for you and you're wasting their money. But they didn't follow the rule that you set out one time. They know what the rule is. I mean, but you don't have to like argue every time. You could just donate it.
I've already told you I'm gonna come to your place with a 24 pack of Crazy String and just hide it around your house.
I believe you. I believe that's going to
happen. I mean, it's just going to happen. And just so you know, I'm saying it's 24. Might be more than that.
Yeah. I'll never know. I'll think I found them all because I'm counting and it's not. I don't think that it's possible for you to come here and visit us and not make my life hell while you're here.
You got things to break.
Yeah. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You just make my life hell for a week or whatever. And
you know what else kids love? That kinetic sand stuff.
Oh my God. If one more person gives us things, sand goes outside. Why are you making a sand that goes in my house? Do you think because it's not beach sand that it's not making a mess in my house? Do you think because it's like synthetic and pink that it's not making a mess in my house?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not how that works.
Yeah.
It's not how that works.
Maybe they need some of those throwback toys. Anybody, you remember Gak? That was just a...
Gak?
Yeah. It was a Nickelodeon toy that it was just slime. I don't really know what the point of it was.
Oh, they have slime. Yeah. They definitely have slime and silly putty and all that. Yeah, all those like surprise toys. I don't know if you're aware of this, where you have to break open the egg or whatever, and there's like, oh, you don't know what's inside. There's always like extra stuff. And it's always, okay, here's a kinetic sand. Here's a slime. It's all of those things in the same thing. Like my son got one, and the ones for boys are like, it's a monster truck wheel. It's a giant monster truck wheel. Sure. And you break that, and then inside there's a bunch more monster truck wheels to break. And then inside that, and to get the toys out of the bags that are inside these wheels. So already floor covered in plastic that is shattered all over because it's made to shatter, right? To a bunch of little pieces because it's fun and cool to smash it on the ground. To get the pieces of the dinosaur or the monster truck or whatever that you then have to put together, the wheel is inside of slime. And like the body is inside of the kinetic sand. So you can't just throw away the slime before he sees it. You have to open it and get all the slime off of the wheel. You have to get it all cleaned up. And it's oh my gosh.
I like to think that the people that make toys are just sitting there and they're like, how do I make, what have the parents said? How can we make their life worse? Because that sounds like a great job. I would love that. Just a boardroom meeting of like, they outlawed lawn darts. How else can we hurt them? Can we do it? How's work going on the child flamethrower? Still in development, boss. Gosh.
It's not just that, it's all of them, it's all choking hazards too. And so it's like it's marketed to little kids and it's like itty bitty. It's like my kids are going to eat that. Man, there's no chance that one of them will not eat these, okay? Like
they put the label on there. They're like, look, small parts, choking hazard, you know.
Yeah, let me give this thing that says in very large letters, not for children under the age of 5, and give it to a 2-year-old. That's what I'm going to do. That's what people think. Yes. So I started off before we like talked it out being on the grandma's side because this is ridiculous and she's being a bitch for no reason kind of thing. She could have just done it quiet, but actually now, no, I get it. Actually, just talking through it, I'm on the mom's side. Fuck this grandma. Fuck this grandma.
I mean, they are just Christmas ornaments, though.
That's fair. I'm sorry. I got a little into the weeds with the sand and the slime and tricked myself into thinking it was something else, I think.
So, you know.
This is about my mother-in-law now. We're just talking about my mother-in-law now.
It seems, yeah. That adds up.
Sorry, everybody.
I don't know. You got the Christmas ornaments not being glass. I think you'd be more worried about the glass ones.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I have plastic ornaments, is because I have kids. Like, it would be nice to have, like, nice glass ornaments and stuff, but the kids break them, and then they might hurt themselves on them. It's like they touch the tree. Kids, especially you put it in her room. Like, why are you wanting glass ornaments in a child's room? And the child is 4. 4-year-olds are not capable of going a Christmas without breaking at least one ornament.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Then you got all types of, and it's like real thin glass too, so, you know.
Yeah. Just slice them up.
Yeah.
You just want your kids sliced up. I don't know why you would do that.
I mean, it wasn't a bunch of smashed ornaments. That was one of the traps in Home Alone.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, even the ones that are not like glass, even the kind of plastic ones, the plastic is so thin that you could cut yourself on that too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's bad enough.
Yeah. I don't know what the mom's issue is there. I think the grandma might be onto something with I
think so. She is stupid for saying that she can't get gifts up to specifications because of there not being like a Target near her, though. That's stupid. Everything at Target is plastic anyway.
But she's a grandma. So how old is she? If she's like, she might not have, because before my grandmother died, she didn't have a fucking computer.
That's because you're old. This child is 4. I don't know. I tell you, my mother-in-law is barely 50.
Yeah, I mean,
she's fine. She hikes all the time and stuff. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't, because it sounds like she can't buy anything off of Amazon, but maybe she can if she is just dumb. I don't know.
She's retarded. Yeah,
there's a chance, but now we don't have to go after retarded people.
Sorry, you're right. You're right.
You know, she's trying her best.
My advice to you is to just calmly explain to your daughter-in-law that you're having a lot of trouble meeting her, specifications for like what she can and cannot buy. You're just gonna give her gift cards or cash in a card from now on. Like,
can't be gift cards. Those are plastic.
Well, that's fair. You can't touch the plastic.
Or the receipts, apparently.
Yeah, and the dollar bills, like, if you give them cash, like, there's probably cocaine on there, fentanyl or something. Yeah. You're gonna die.
If you're lucky.
So, yeah, I think it's reasonable to just be like, look, your standards are impossible. No, I'm not doing this. Good luck.
But then her son's mad at her or whatever, and he sounds gay.
My son is mad at me for arguing with his wife. Well, because he's fine with all of this.
Yeah, that sucks.
If he didn't like it, he'd put his foot down. He probably thinks you're both being weird, petty bitches and doesn't understand why you're arguing in the first place. And had to tell you that he's on his wife's side so that his wife lives with him. You don't. Like, it's a little more important to appease her.
I think the real victim in all of this is the guy.
Yeah.
Poor
This is
bastard.
a very petty argument.
I still don't really see what the fucking argument's about.
Women stuff?
I mean, she didn't really even say like what the standards were. I don't
She did just nothing plastic, nothing noisy, and it can't be from a company she doesn't like.
Okay, but
so
she doesn't
political stuff.
Right. She doesn't like all kinds of companies, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck knew that the Pioneer woman was in trouble?
You know, I kind of figured she would be just because her aesthetic is very like white.
Walmart?
I don't know. Yeah, just Walmart, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that
people.
One article was from 2017, so that was everybody went after Walmart people in 2017 for sure because it was like, you know, anybody who liked NASCAR was in trouble that year.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I think we probably have time for another short one. Do you
All right.
Okay, it's not super... Okay, this one's long, but it's funny. Am I the asshole? Again. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to cut our 4-year-old's pancakes?
I feel like kids would be bad at cutting pancakes, like 4.
They're very bad at it.
Yeah.
At 4 years old, if we're at a restaurant, I cut it myself for them just into chunks because it's just ridiculous what they try to do there. Either it's like they're cutting off the tiniest pieces ever and frustrated because they have to cut so many and they get mad, or it's like massive chunks and they're gonna like choke. Yeah. I don't know. There's no in between for them. So yeah, you kind of have to do it.
I don't think a 4-year-old is capable of cutting pancakes. And if they do, they're type of a savant.
Their hand muscles are not fully developed yet. That's why 4-year-olds can't write. Like they write super big and like shaky instead of just like I don't know how to write. It's like their hand muscles are not fully formed yet. So
why do they have all of their fingers? Riddle me that.
Okay, this is the internal inside the hand. They do have fingers. They have fingers in the womb, fingernails even.
I don't know about the nails.
They do. I learned it from Juno.
That you learned it from that
you never saw Juno?
Movie?
What do you mean the transvestite movie?
That's
about a teenage girl getting pregnant. No, yeah, she was.
That's a good old Elliot Page, one of the fellas. That's what I say.
Oh yeah, well. At one point in time, he was pregnant in a movie, and that was like there was a girl standing outside the abortion clinic when she went to get one, and she's just like, "Your baby probably already has fingernails," and that's what convinced her not to do it, which was very funny to me at the time.
It was the fingernails. All right, I think they've got fingernails when they come out, but I mean, you know, I figured they got those like last minute.
You'd be surprised. Like everything is like physical, develops pretty quick. The later stages are like brain and lung and heart, and so like the important stuff that has to be fully functioning before they're born. Just like the appendages and stuff show up pretty quick.
I don't know if they're fully nailed. I figured just on the way out they grabbed some fingernails and then they were like, okay.
No, you could feel them clawing you. Actually, you could feel it's. Oh my gosh, you have not. Luckily, baby fingernails though are like super thin and like bendy, so they can't like do too much damage. But it just feels bad to be scratched in there.
Pregnant women are gross, dude.
It's horrifying. It is legitimately a body horror experience. That is what it is, start to finish.
And then afterwards, there's just fucking ruined.
No, No. No one's ruined. Just have to heal and stuff. We just bleed a lot. I and my husband, they're 32 and 38. So the woman's 32, the guy's 38, if that matters at all. But they're, they should be pretty mature by this point.
Yeah.
I would think, right? They should have grown up.
Well, she should.
We have... She's younger. What do you mean?
Yeah, she should. She should get her act together. He's just living his life.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We have 2 kids, ages 11 months and 4 years. He also has 2 older children from previous relationships.
Nice.
It's got 2 baby mamas previously.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Keeping busy.
This morning I was a little overwhelmed taking care of everything. I was in the middle of making 2 different batches of pancakes. Our 4-year-old was asking for stuff, and the baby was screaming, etc. Anyways, I finished the pancakes for the 4-year-old and already had the other pancakes on the griddle. I was stirring with one hand, flipping with the other, and I asked my husband, he was, in parentheses, he was just dressed and not busy and had already had his coffee while I got the kids changed and dressed. So he was just sitting around.
All right.
Doing nothing while she's doing like a bunch.
Mentally
basically.
preparing for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
well, her hands are literally full and his are not. I think is the point there.
He's mentally and emotionally taking time to prepare to defend this family from whatever attacks may happen.
Yeah, because that happens every day, right? That happens as often as she needs help with the pancake situation, right? People are just breaking into their house every day.
Could happen, all right? You see a ship come over the horizon there, what's going to happen? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm cutting pancakes. I can't fight these Vikings.
You are everything that's wrong with men. Something that will probably never happen to you. And that's your excuse for not helping right now when someone actually needs help. Yeah.
It's got to be...
Like, oh, what do you bring to the table, says the man who's just there to like maybe do something once every 10 years if it happens. Yeah.
He's just got to be ready. It's the work of a man, never ending.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... Oh, okay. We're moving on. If he could please cut our 4-year-old pancake. When I looked back at my daughter's plate, I saw huge chunks, like almost just quarter pancakes. Like just massive. These are not bites, I guess. For reference, the pancakes were bigger than my 4-year-old's head. So, like...
Why did she make the pancakes too big?
But that's beside the point. You're supposed to cut them up. He's not supposed to put the whole 1/4 of a pancake in his mouth at the same time.
Make smaller pancakes. They're for a 4-year-old. Come on, use your head.
Bite-sized pancakes? Is that what you mean? Tiny little dots?
You could do that.
Yeah, that's going to be more work. That's difficult.
It's the same amount of work, I think.
No, it's not.
You just pour little bits of batter.
Okay, this is retarded. This is a stupid thing you're saying right now. This is not a solution.
Your inability!
Literal bite-sized pancakes so that nobody has to cut the pancake up. That's ridiculous.
Your inability in the kitchen is not everyone else's fucking problem.
This is insane that you're saying to make little quarter-sized pancakes.
You're saying you couldn't
solve the problem.
You're saying you couldn't make quarter-sized pancakes.
I mean, it's possible, but it would not be the best pancakes. It would be very silly. It would be very time consuming.
It would be, I think it would be faster because you pour it a little bit and when you're done pouring 8 or 12 of them, then it's time to flip them and you just go back. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, it would be faster.
It would be more work.
It wouldn't be.
It's extra flipping.
That's the easiest part.
No, when you have 20 of them on there or something.
Boom, 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 boom. You just go down the line. Use your head.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
are you picturing what you're saying to do in your mind right now?
Yes.
Because it's dumb.
I could do it immediately.
Okay, do it.
Right now.
You just claimed that you can do it immediately. Go get a griddle. I want to see this.
I mean, we're going to need an extra 20 minutes and I got to move my computer. So that's another 20 minutes.
Okay, let's not do that. I don't want to. I've got... Let's not do that. Let me see. I asked why he cut them so big, and he said he didn't.
Well, that settles it.
I didn't. I asked what he was talking about, and he said he's cut her food before. And I said he's cut her food before. He knows that's ridiculously big. He doubles down. I say it's too big for even an adult and ask why he won't just admit it because this is crazy. He tells me that's how he would cut pancakes for me. Well. It's like you're badass is what that is. You take such big bites. It's just a mess. He's just pretending that he didn't do it, basically.
He says that that's how he always cuts them.
But it's not. She's saying that you're lying to my face right now because you're embarrassed by what you've done. Like,
it's her writing this. She's probably just in a mood.
Oh, women are just emotional. Yeah. They're just in hysterics. Anytime they have a complaint, it's hysteria. Why don't we just send her to the institutions and she could get a lobotomy like Rosemary Kennedy? Make her a good girl.
Make America great again, you know?
Okay. This is who I'm talking to every week, guys. This is what I do for you all because I argue with him because I am your champion, ladies. I'm fighting for you against the hordes of men like him.
Ladies, if you're listening, send me photos of your boobs.
He doesn't deserve it.
They all have ugly juggalo tits.
What does it mean? What does that
mean? Bunch of trailer trash out there. The ladies on Twitter, I know what you look like. All of you. You smell terrible. You got hairs on your toes. Goblin feet.
I don't have any hairs on my toes.
Yeah, you gotta wax them. Wax your toes.
I don't wax. That would be ridiculous. Okay, whatever. He says he isn't and is getting more aggressive.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sorry. I'm cooking and putting other food on the table when I notice it's been a long time and he's still cutting because she asked him to do it again, basically, like cut them smaller. I look and he's going to town making them tiny now. I ask him to just stop, and he gets more upset, and I have to ask multiple times for the plate. He says, "You wanted me to cut them smaller."
Well, that's shit. So this is another classic example of woman bullshit. He did something, it wasn't what she wanted, so he's doing what she wanted now, and then now that's not good enough as well. And that's why you have to do the dishes, Erica!
So I'm either men are all completely retarded or we're right when we talk about weaponized incompetence. You know? Like, for example, if you don't know what saute means, doesn't mean you can't cook the meal. It means you Google what saute means real quick. You don't call your wife down from her relaxed spot. Okay? You just Google the word saute.
It could have been a lot worse though. You could have caught him like in the pantry going, "Where the fuck is the saute? Does this mean sauce? Did you misspell sauce?"
Yeah, that's a good point. It could always be worse. But no, it's weaponized incompetence unless you're all just that incompetent. That's the two options. Either men are all completely incompetent, particularly after they get married. Okay, it just makes them children again. Like marrying women makes men into 4-year-olds, you know, or something. Either that's true, or you're liars.
No, I think
doing it on purpose so that we stop asking you to do things.
Well, that does happen, yeah.
That is what you're doing. Yeah. That's why Erica has to do the dishes, because you're a liar. And you're
she's fucking insane about the dishes. That's a whole different thing. We talked about that on the other episode.
We have talked about that before.
Yeah, no, that's fucking insane. You just put them in and you do the goddamn dishes. That's what it's for. It's a machine.
It's a machine, but you can't block the stream of the water, so you have to like arrange them in a specific way.
I lived by myself, did dishes for years. In my life, I was a professional dishwasher at some point, several points.
By hand, presumably.
No, they got big machines back there. You got the big spray, cool. And then you put them in the. What restaurants do you think that like That they're just like, they got a sink in the back for a dining room of 800,000 people.
I mean, the only, like, back kitchen that I've worked in for free child labor, please don't call the cops, was at a Sonic America's drive-thru.
I'm pretty sure that they don't just have a sink back there and they just hand wash.
They did not have a dishwasher.
Oh,
there was no dishwasher. But also they don't use that many dishes, so.
That's true.
Like, they're not bringing plates out and stuff. It's just like the spatula and a knife, and it's not much.
Yeah, I guess that's
because they like, the biggest thing was like the onion rings are all homemade, so they have to slice the onion rings and stuff. But there's not much cutting because most of the stuff is like frozen and you just fry it, you know.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was another tangent. I had him ask multiple times for the plate. He says, "You wanted me to cut them smaller." I tell him, yes, but now he's making a production. He says he isn't and is getting more aggressive. And I'm assuming that means, like, aggressively cutting the pancakes, because I don't know what else that would mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like doing something.
Sounds to me like she's getting more dramatic.
Oh, it's the old dramatic, emotional accusation.
Now who's putting on a production?
How is she the emotional one right now? He's
throwing
a hissy fit.
I don't know why she is the emotional one.
No,
right now.
That's not what I meant. He's throwing a hissy fit and she just wanted a little bit of help.
And she's getting a little bits of pancake as help.
Yeah. I then took pictures. He got very upset that I took pictures, and I told him this is called weaponized incompetence, and it's not okay.
Oh, God, you're not a fucking psychiatrist, bitch. Just cut the pancakes yourself if you don't like it that much.
Her hands were full.
Not anymore.
That's the whole point.
Not anymore. She's got cameras involved.
Yeah, but that's because he escalated the situation. He could have just done what he was told correctly.
No, see, now her hands are free. If she does, listen, you know the old saying: if you want something done right, then that stupid bitch should do it herself.
Okay, yeah, but she said just a few sentences ago that she was sitting there asking for the plate back over and over and over, and he wouldn't give it back. He just continued cutting these tiny pieces of pancakes. So she tried to get the plate back to do it herself, and he wouldn't give it back.
Because you never change a horse midstream, okay? You don't stop till the job is done. He dedication
doesn't want to do the job.
That's dedication that women don't know anything about.
Oh, yeah.
Source, the Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Eden. You know, people have this idea that, like, Adam wasn't even anywhere near the tree when the snake was talking to Eve. He was there, and he didn't stop it. Like, that's why he got punished, too.
Nah.
No, he was there.
I've seen the drawings.
Sin was blaming her completely instead. It's the woman you gave me, instead of, like, taking responsibility for the fact that he was there and he participated. Okay, he didn't stop it.
I've seen the drawings.
Yeah, you saw some pictures.
Yeah, the court drawings of the garden.
The court drawings.
Yeah, they had a guy there.
Heavenly illustrator.
Yeah. Well, you're telling me God doesn't have a fucking court illustrator?
Oh, I don't.
He can make night and day, but he doesn't have a court illustrator. Okay, next you're gonna say he doesn't have a Bugatti.
He painted clouds in the sky. He doesn't need a court illustrator.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he's got a Bugatti and a court illustrator, and he's got a chair waiting for Andrew Tate.
Only if he repents.
Oh yeah, he's like Muslim or whatever.
Yeah, that's not gonna. It's not going anywhere.
God probably doesn't like that. Yeah.
No.
Muslim God probably likes it though.
No, the Muslim God doesn't exist. That's not a thing.
I just figured it's like different channels. It's like Muslim God's like UPN, and Christian God's like ABC.
No. I don't think that's how that works. What do you think that Andrew Tate's gonna die and get 72 virgins in heaven, and the next door, we're gonna be up there just like chilling in the radiance of God?
Well, first of all, I don't think Andrew Tate's ever gonna die. But secondly, because he just wouldn't do that because it's gay.
Because he's a demon.
Nah, he's just too cool to die. Who would die? Probably some type of a
trafficking women.
So it's just he didn't do that. But is
taking their passports so that they can't leave.
That was a lie.
And taking their money.
Nope. Why is he not in prison?
It's still ongoing. What do you mean?
It's not. He's fine. He's gonna make it out of here. He's being attacked by the Matrix.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Matrix. It's that dude. It's that dude for the Matrix after him.
He's being attacked by the Matrix, and by the time that we actually put this episode up, he'll still be a free man. Mark my words.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. Okay, I then took, where was it? He refused to admit he knew the pieces were too big or that he was making a production. Now, I think maybe I'm in the wrong. I measured the pieces for the post.
Ah! What a twist!
No, yeah. The original pieces were 3 inches by 2 inches. And the new pieces were less than 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. And I do have a picture. Okay, give me a minute.
All right.
Am I the asshole for asking him to cut them and saying they were too big? Let me see. The color of the pancake is her preference. There's a bunch of edits.
Well, and
okay,
now
he says,
I gotta put this upload this somewhere and put a link in the description of it.
Okay, let me send you the picture then. It's gonna be, where's my Discord?
And then I'll have to remember. I'll just name this episode Pancakes. And then I might remember, and I might not. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I know that I am right.
I'm going to send you the picture when I scroll down and find it.
Good job.
Oh, you know what?
It's great fucking radio.
Look, I'm trying real hard here, okay?
Yeah, and apparently you could do a better job. My hands are full.
Your hands are full?
They are.
Yeah.
I've got things going on. Things that plans like you wouldn't believe.
Okay. I'm sending you the picture right now. The comparison, the original pancake, and then he cut it like the giant one there at the top, okay? And then when she asked him to cut it smaller, he cut them like itty bitty tiny like those ones below.
That is a strange colored pancake that looks like it's a cheese of sorts, but
yeah, it's weird.
I mean, for a 4-year-old, I think either one of those is fine.
Well, no, neither of those are reasonably sized pieces.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the small ones are a little small, but I mean, kids eat with their fucking hands.
Yeah, I don't. The only reason a kid needs their pancakes cut up is if there's going to be syrup on them. So I would need to know if she allows her 4-year-old to have the syrup on them.
Or if she makes disgusting dry pancakes like you do.
Apparently, edit 59.
Jesus Christ.
She can't rip her pancakes because of sensory issues, and he knows exactly how to cut her pancakes because he's done it hundreds of times. It wasn't something new to him. So this is not how he usually does it. This was him throwing a hissy fit and acting like he doesn't know.
I think my advice to this guy is that he should get on his sweet motorcycle and drive away from this hell.
Why do you assume he has a sweet motorcycle? Because he's going through a midlife crisis and acting like a big baby at the age of 38?
No, he just sounds cool.
Yeah, no, not very.
He should just wheelie away on his motorcycle and say, "See ya, autistic kid and dumb wife," and get on out of there.
Maybe so. You might be right about this.
I think she's under a lot of stress right now, and she's taking it out on people. And it's not good for her husband or her child. So perhaps she should go and stay at a hotel or with her mother for a few weeks.
Yeah, I think she should stay at a hotel or with her mother for a few weeks. I think you're right, but I don't think the reasoning is quite right there because he's clearly doing a weaponized incompetence. He's clearly doing a bad thing here, and he's being a big baby, and you don't need to deal with this crap, okay? But also, I don't know what you do about like this level of immaturity, honestly, because any sort of like trying to explain your feelings to him is not gonna work. Any sort of yelling at him is just gonna make him more defensive and probably hate you and start thinking of you as his bitch wife, which he clearly already does think of you as, honestly, because he would not be behaving like this otherwise. Like there are some very core root problems in your relationship that this is a symptom of. And you should probably figure out why he's being such a little bitch.
I am pretty sure that she's just dressing for the job that she wants and being a bitch wife.
They're probably being bitches to each other.
No, he's on his motorcycle.
Okay. Like, you can have whatever headcanon you want here, but we're out of time for today, folks.
And he's got a cool sleeveless denim jacket and a rat tail.
You were just telling me that, by the way, again, patch vest is what, it's not a sleeveless denim, it's a vest. It's a denim vest. We talked about this yesterday, or whatever, Wednesday, last week. And it's a denim vest. That's not like a sleeveless
denim jacket.
But you were saying that they're gay just a few days ago to me, and now you're painting them as cool. I just want to point that out.
There's times that they could be cool. I do, in fact, own a sleeveless denim jacket.
It's so stupid. You're so stupid, Brian. I'm trying to close out the show. Okay, we gave this person advice. If anyone else wants advice, if you want to continue listening for the week, we have a Patreon.com/here to help podcast for as little as $1 a month. You could pay us more if you really like us. We'd appreciate it more. You'll get the entire backlog of bonus episodes, which is great. You can just listen to them all. The bonus episodes do end up being a little different because I realize that this is going to sound ridiculous because, like, do we actually stay on format in the regular show? Usually not, but we stay on the format a little less and we just talk about fun stuff and it's goofier. Like motorcycles. I'm sure he's going to want to talk about freaking motorcycles because he's an idiot. And actually, we argue a little more on there. So if you like that part of the show, Patreon.com/here to help podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at OctoAbby. That is with an I. Bryden's not on Twitter. And Bryden has no plugs because we don't know when this is going to come out. So thank you, everyone. Bryden, do you have any final words?
Andrew Tate will not be in prison by the time that this airs. And on the off chance that he is, free Andrew Tate.
I would really like to have Andrew Tate on our show. I would love to talk to that man.
Yeah, the ladies love him.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you. And look, okay, I can't. No, he trapped them there. He took their. Okay, whatever. We are with you, and we are the only ones you could trust are here to help.